Hey foodies! Today we're making one of the ultimate summer desserts, Strawberry Shortcake Biscuits. We'll be baking tender, buttery, gluten-free biscuits from scratch using Frankie's gluten-free all-purpose flour, then loading them up with fresh strawberries and fluffy whipped cream. It's simple, classic, and absolutely packed with summer flavor. So grab your apron, and let's turn a few simple ingredients into a dessert that's perfect for picnics, barbecues, and sunny afternoons. Let's get baking. And we're going to start by grabbing a bowl, and we're going to add our sliced strawberries. Oh, fresh sliced strawberries are always my favorite. And then some sugar. And we're going to add a little bit of lemon juice. There we go. Okay, just give that a toss. And that's going to go into our fridge. So next, what we want to do is we're going to add our flour, our baking powder, a little bit of sugar, and our salt, and we're going to mix that up. Okay, now we want to add our egg to our milk. I don't know which is going to be better. I'm thinking it's going to be better this way. I'm just going to whisk that up a little bit. Okay, set that aside for a minute. I'm going to add my butter. And all of this butter is nice and cold, and I've cubed it. And we're just going to put it in the mixer until it resembles small pea-sized chunks. There we go. So it's gotten some small pieces, and you can see right here there's a much smaller piece. An original size would have been, I'm just seeing if I can find one in here. Yeah, about that size. You can see there's a big difference there. And it's okay to have some of the large pieces. You want lots of the small pieces and some of the large pieces. And I'm going to add my milk and egg mixture. I'm going to mix this just until it comes together. Okay, that looks great. So I'm just going to scrape off my paddle. And if you don't have a mixer, you can absolutely do this all by hand in a bowl. It's pretty easy to do it all by hand. There we go. Just mixing it up a little bit more with my spatula. The less I have to touch it, the better. My hands are just going to heat it up and melt the butter. Okay, let's pour this out. Get the last off that. There we go. Now, if you wanted to make this with self-rising flour, you would just omit the baking powder and the salt and just use the self-rising flour instead of the all-purpose flour. Okay, and I'll get a rolling pin. I want to roll it to about 2.5 centimeters or 1 inch. Oh, there's a big chunk there. There we go. That looks good. And then we're going to cut some biscuits out. That looks nice. A little on the thin side. I've got a parchment paper lined baking sheet, and I'm going to just spread these out on my baking sheet. Let's get that last one. There we go. See if I can get a few more out of this. There's 14 all done. This is going to go into my preheated oven of 425 degrees Fahrenheit or 220 degrees Celsius for about 12 to 15 minutes, or until they're golden brown. These look so good. They smell good too. They took 12 minutes in my oven. Your oven might vary slightly, so do keep an eye on them. But before we dig into them, we need to do our whipped cream. So I've got whipped cream here. And I've got some powdered sugar, or confectioner's sugar. And a little bit of vanilla. I'm going to beat this to soft peaks. These look like they're probably on the soft peak stage. Let's take a look. Yeah, I would say so. Okay. So I'm going to take one of these. Let's take that one. I'll set that aside. Let's slice this in half. Oh, look at that. That looks lovely on the inside. A little tiny bit springy. Oh, it smells good. So you just... Where'd I go? Oh, I gotta get the strawberries out of the fridge. There we go. Oh, and look at the juices coming out of that. That's nice. Grab another spoon. I'll top this with some whipped cream. And some strawberries. A few more. Maybe just a dash more whipped cream. There we go. And then we top it with the lid. Oh my goodness, that looks good enough to eat. And I think I want to dig into it. I'm not sure how I'm going to dig into it. I was going to pick it up with my hands, but I don't know if that's possible. So I'm going to try a knife and a fork. I'm just going to... There we go. The fork goes into the biscuit quite easily. I want to get a little bit of everything. Oh my goodness. That is heavenly. Wow. That's really good. If you're looking for the recipe for this, you can visit glutenfreeguy.ca. Thanks for watching.